If you're looking for luxury living, larger lots, and a true Colorado feel without sacrificing convenience, you guys will absolutely love the Timbers in Parker, Colorado.
And I absolutely love that he didn't mess this one up because it's freezing. So we're gonna get inside and show you, before we talk about specifically where we're at, we're gonna show you the type of homes that you can have, the size of lots you can have while you're here. But thanks for getting it on your 10th try while it's 0 degrees outside. Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, we are standing here at one of these semi-custom builders. And guys, this is a lot of what you're gonna find here in the area. It's one of the big things that draws people to the Timbers is because you're not gonna find a lot of big name, big brand builders out here. You're gonna find a lot of small to medium-sized companies that specialize in these custom and semi-custom homes, which means you will not find anything cookie cutter in all of the Timbers. So let's dive in here. We're gonna jump into the kitchen and main living area first. And check this out, guys. One of my favorite things when we're looking at semi-custom builders are just a lot of the finishes, like the light fixtures that you're gonna see here, the cabinets, the custom wood hood. These are things that you're just not gonna find when you're buying just any of the big name brands. A lot of this stuff, even at those homes, they can make them look really nice, but a lot of times people are having to come in and do those things themselves afterwards. So here, they do all this for you out of the gate. And then guys, one of my favorite things, let's come over here. You almost have like a full secondary kitchen, or a butler's kitchen that they would call it. Full-size refrigerator, you have a second dishwasher, full sink, and you can even build this all out to be custom pantry shelves, but you still do have a full pantry right inside of here. Pantries are always one of those things, guys, that we're looking for. Surprisingly, a lot of like even really nice builders just don't give you a big pantry. And I know Will and I are always judging pantries by how many jugs of protein we can fit in them. This one is definitely protein approved.
All right, getting back into it, one thing you will have to get used to when it comes to some of these semi-custom builds is when you're in, man, I don't want to call it the mountains. We're kind of like in the pineries, right, Eli? Lots are going to be predicated on drainage and structure and type of soil, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What am I getting at? Well, it means that it's going to be zoned a certain way. Some things you can have, some things you can't have. On this specific lot, we do have a walkout basement. We'll show you guys later when we get downstairs. But as you can tell, where we first started is your main deck. Your big deck on the house is actually not out back where you typically see them here in Colorado, but it's out front. So pro is it's still super private out here. You've got large lots, you don't have a lot of traffic, you're still gonna get plenty of privacy, and you still have great views, especially of the mountain view. The benefit of this one is you can't see, it's a little foggy today, but we do face west. So you are gonna have a great mountain view. You've got great scenery out here. You've just gotta get used to everything being out front toward the front of your house. Directly below us is a walkout basement. Again, versus when you guys typically see us, everything is out back, off the kitchen, off the dining room. And typically like, this is where everyone's used to like having their garages or whatever it may be. But out here, this is your back, right? So Eli can elaborate on this, but guys, long story short, when you've got these unique lots, when you've got a lot of tree, a lot of landscape that you guys are working around, and just how things have to be zoned as far as how water and snow and everything have to drain. It's just not allowing the dig to happen here. It's allowing the dig to happen here because of all the houses behind this and all the water that's gonna run this way is my guess. But if you guys look, I'm sure Eli can show you guys on the drone footage, you see these big decks off the back of the house. A couple of these just have them off the front, right? So again, I'm probably getting a little long-winded. Out here, you still have privacy. You can still do water features. You can still do a really nice retaining wall and things like that, but you're just gonna have to get used to being more on the front side of your house for entertainment. It is cold today, huh? Man, Colorado is being Colorado today.
All right, just a quick reminder for you guys that we are licensed real estate brokers, and as much as we love making these videos, we love more to help you with your real estate needs. So there should be a number popping up down below. We are the guys that answer the phone call, reply to your text messages, reply to your emails. And with that being said, guys, let's jump over to Will. He's gonna give you a tour of the rest of the home, so let's go.
Okay, getting to the rest of the house, something that I really do enjoy. You might have to get used to this as well, but a lot of times when we talk about the balconies being toward the back of the house or garages being directly like to the side, I'm not sure how to describe it if we can't give an example, but long story short, everything here is like your entertainment space all on the south side of the house, on the far right side of the house. As you guys have your entryway, you've got your office, which is great because you can see the front of the house. If you're greeting the Amazon guy or whatever it may be during the day, like you have that. But then through here, it's almost like some privacy. Not that you want a door here, leave it open obviously, but you've got a restroom right here. I'll zoom you guys around. Good closet space, and you've got your primary bedroom here. Huge closet, we'll show you that, and then a huge primary bathroom. Great shower, great tub. So we do the tub test.
The tub test, yep.
Right. Super cool. Now, unique on this home is there's only one bedroom upstairs, the primary. Everything else is downstairs. So it is nice that it has that walkout basement. Eli's gonna show you that. But then the rest of the house to the far right, you've got a huge mudroom and main level laundry along with closets, right? Which is just extraordinary. We'll open this door and we'll get you guys ready for the garage. Eli, stay up here. Let's do the little size test. Look how tall this is, man. This is absolutely huge, right? So whether it's hanging racks from these walls here and having a ton of storage or having your gym out here, whatever it may be, a slightly oversized 3-car garage. As you guys can see over here, just past the door, you've got about 3.5 feet. And then just to the main door, you've probably got another 4 feet of space. So it's an oversized 3-car, but these ceilings are absolutely amazing. I love it. Really nice. But again, just getting some used to, right, Eli, as far as how that's structured, just super unique. But if you guys were to imagine coming home from work or coming home from your day, right here, everything that you have, laundry, taking shoes off, whatever it may be, is right here. And then you're still in the privacy of almost like, technically this is like for guests, right? So they'd be coming back here, but if you guys think about it, before we go downstairs, this is kind of like your quarters right here. Laundry, mudroom, primary bedroom, like, you know, you've got a linen closet here, like everything is just right here, tucked away, which is nice. And then obviously through here, incredible open space and entertaining. So I kind of like the segregation, depending on the structure of the home, especially in some of your bigger models. Now, when you guys are looking at like some of the Lennars that we've shown, some of the Richmonds, you have to walk through the front door and then you walk right through the kitchen and dining to get to the primary bedroom. Here, none of that's touched. Like you walk in, all of your entertainment's off to the right side. This is all your privacy. There's literally zero need to go there except for a restroom if somebody's visiting. Awesome. So these are things that you guys get with fully custom or semi-custom homes when it comes to just different designs and concepts. There's just a lot of cool thinking that comes into it, right? Now, the one thing that some people aren't into, I like it personally. You've got 4 bedrooms downstairs with your entertainment space. So full bar. Here's your walkout basement that we talked about. So we'll get to that here in a second, but huge entertainment space. Love the windows, love the walkout, plenty of natural light. Ceilings are tall, so you don't really feel like you're in a basement. We've got 2 rooms back here that Eli's gonna show you. The full bar, and then we've got a restroom here. This restroom, both of these rooms would share. And then that one actually has a private one back there. I think, right? There's 2 back there. And then this is probably your best guest suite, right? If you need 2 offices for your home, my wife works from home, I work from home. Her and I could each have an office if we needed to. Or if you had a guest suite, this would be your primary part of the walkout basement here. Just good sized room, great closet space, and its own bathroom. Right, super cool. So this actually doesn't share a bathroom with that one. This has its own bathroom. This bedroom uses that bathroom along with the common space. And then through here, we've got 2 more bedrooms. And this one also has a standing. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, great. Okay, correction, they don't share bathrooms. Every room has its own bathroom down here. Literally all four. The only difference is one of those rooms has the bathroom that's just outside of it. Makes perfect sense because if you guys are just entertaining down here, you want at least one bathroom to be outside of a room for like just a common area. That room would have that one, and then every other bedroom down here has its own. So like if you had teenagers, hypothetically, they could all just stay downstairs, have their own bathrooms, clean up after themselves, and you would know who's being the dirty one and who's not. And mom and dad, dad and dad can be upstairs, free from all the disaster that teenagers. Can you guys tell I have a 14-year-old? I'm like just now getting into that phase, but really cool. The only, I don't want to call it downside. I think it's preference. You get less entertainment space down here because you've got the 4 bedrooms with the 4 baths. Now, if you were to Airbnb this downstairs, or if you have family or friends or just whatever your guests are coming into town, this is absolutely phenomenal. So if you're gonna have more people stay with you, amazing. If you got kiddos that need their own space, amazing. If you just like some of your own space, for me, I love having my gym downstairs. I don't think I could do it in this house because I wouldn't want to put it here, right? Where like you've got like this walkout, because this is just too beautiful. You guys can have a TV or entertainment here. This walks out to your main area. And we're right below like that main living room area, as you guys can tell, right? Similar doors. But you wouldn't want to waste this on a gym, right? This is beautiful. You've got plenty of space over here. A water feature right here would be amazing, right? An amazing, like just some statue, something cool, water feature. You guys can do so much with this basement deck, right? Just man, it's awesome. But again, like the open space here, you wouldn't want to take up for a gym or anything like that. You want to leave this open for entertaining, whatever it may be, which means you'd have to take one of the rooms up. And depending on the type of lifting that you do or what you have, it would just be really hard. So I think the garage for this home specifically, my opinion personally, the garage would be the place for your gym. Now, downfall to that is those ceilings are extraordinarily tall. So if you guys are trying to heat your garage on a day like today, ain't gonna happen, right?
All right, so let's dive into the Timbers. Where are we at and what drives people out here? So the Timbers is located in Parker, Colorado. We're on the south side of Parker, which we're showing you on a map right now. And
we did get a compliment. Someone during one of our home buyer classes. If you guys are curious about home buyer classes, we'll put the link below for our next home buyer class where you guys can come in live and ask your questions, etc., etc. But we got my clock theory complimented in our home buyer class. So
let's dive in.
If Denver were the center of a clock, and right, and Parker, and we're looking at Parker, we're at like 5.5 on the clock, almost directly 6 o'clock, directly south from Denver, but just a little bit more to the east, right? But most importantly is you guys are probably 40 minutes from Denver.
Yeah, 40 minutes from Denver, probably the same from Denver International Airport.
Correct.
And the Timbers is actually located in another community, which we've highlighted on this channel before, called the Pinery. So the Pinery is the main community down here, and the Timbers is located on the south and then the back side of the Pinery. Why people are coming out here to the Timbers is because this is like a little sort of mountain oasis located in good old Parker, Colorado.
Right. But it's just over the hill. It's just off the back side of the main road.
Yeah, totally. And this is such unique, and the Pinery in general. So I'm not just talking the Timbers, but talking the Pinery in general. It is so unique down here because, true to its name, there are pine trees everywhere. There's hills, there's just all sorts of different styles of homes that are out here. There's deer everywhere. There will be turkey out here at certain times of the year. And this is an area where it truly feels like you might be living in evergreen or conifer, while you have all the convenience of being within Parker.
Yeah, convenience as in Uber Eats comes out here, DoorDash comes out here. You guys are 10, 12 minutes from shopping. You guys are minutes from Ponderosa High School. So when it comes to like Douglas County School District, Ponderosa specifically, there's another high school with like the bluegrass. Legend is out here as well. Like great commute, not far at all. Again, it's just on the backside, and we've been waiting for this to happen for a while. I think this development's probably a year old.
Man, they've really started doing a lot of these semi-custom homes in the past probably 2 years.
But a ton of success just on the east side of Parker Road before they started this development. And it sold like crazy. Like these 1 acre lots with pine trees and privacy, yet that common commute is probably the most popular thing you guys can find in Colorado. And because again, we're just not as incorporated as people think. This is 40 minutes from Denver. But what I will say though is like the next several years to come, if you guys still want this style, there's still plenty to be had. It's just gonna continue to get a little bit further out.
Yeah.
And a little bit further out. And before you know it, you might be an hour and a half commute from Denver. We're probably years from now, we're still super unincorporated, but like this has gotta be one of the hottest things going. It's like that hybrid of like the family car that's also fast and you can take to the racetrack, right? Like, it's the privacy, full acre, pine trees, like the Colorado experience, but you're still within reach of hospitals, schools, shopping, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, guys, because we've got a handful of clients right now that are shopping in that Evergreen Conifer area, and it's a completely different style of living. Like, right? You have super long driveways, the snow sticks around a lot longer. You definitely need a quad or a four-wheeler or something with a plow on the front of it. You know, like with this driveway out here, you just have maybe your little snowblower or even just a shovel would work just fine.
And let's dive into why really quick, right? So if you guys are looking at a map of like where Evergreen is at, that's a little bit closer to what I call the western slope, but it's actually the front range. It's more west, so you guys are gonna be at higher elevation, which means you've got more trees that are over there, more tucked away. So it's just more inclement weather. And you'd be so surprised how many more inches you'll get when you're at elevation closer to the mountains on the foothills compared to where we're at. We're significantly more east of the mountains, but we're still in enough vegetation where you're getting plenty of green and plenty of pine tree. As you continue to go east in Colorado, you will hit plains. If you start getting close to like Bennett and Strasburg, it's more plain. It's not quite Kansas, but it's a lot more flat and less vegetation. But right here, we're still close enough to the mountains where you get plenty of vegetation, plenty of pine tree, but we're lower in elevation and we're further east. So things are a little bit flatter, a little bit more spread out, and you just don't have that type of weather, right? Evergreen is real weather when you guys get
Oh, it is. Yeah, it gets real fast as soon as you get into the mountains there. So you've got all that sort of mountain living style without a lot of the headaches, but then you also have this excellent sense of community out here. So the Pinery, great community. When I first moved here to Colorado in like 2001, my family moved to the Pinery, like the old Pinery section, and they've just continued to grow and develop. But what I love about it is traffic hasn't increased within the Pinery. The homes and lots that they've built out here, they've really done a great job staying true to really why people are moving out here in the first place, because they do want that privacy. They want the larger lots, which honestly, guys, larger lots is difficult to find in Colorado without going way far south or way far east.
Correct. So definitely like a great spot as far as like you can have it tucked away, and like I can just imagine you as like, you guys know Eli was homeschooled, right?
For like a few years.
And he lives in the Pinery. It's like, oh, anyone have like that perfect friend? Oh, just perfect Eli grown up. Oh, live in the Pinery.
I did go to Ponderosa when we moved here. I was like, all right. I'm like, I'll go to school. So,
yeah, great school.
Douglas County Schools, and this is also one of those neighborhoods where you will see kids playing outside. There's tons of parks all throughout here. The Pinery has Bingham Lake, which is, I believe, just like 1 mile around, and it's all like manicured beautifully. Tons of people go there to exercise. You can also like fish in Bingham Lake as well. So you can do all sorts of fun Colorado activities without ever actually needing to leave the neighborhood.
And plenty of establishment as far as like these new homes in this community being built. They've done a ton, and the community surrounding this area being the Pinery, like you've got plenty of establishment here that's been here for a long time. So when it comes to, you know, some of these new builds that are getting pretty close to moving ready or are moving ready that you guys might have questions on, plenty of establishment when it comes to neighborhood and friends and family and other kids playing around versus like being the first 1 or 2 or first 10 homes. Like definitely not the case over here.
And speaking of Colorado activities, golf is one of the #1 Colorado activities that people are coming out here to do. And you are immediately here in the neighborhood. You do have the Pinery Golf Course, okay? They do have a country club. They have an amazing golf course. But then you're also literally just across Parker Road from Pradera.
Pradera, right on the west side.
Which is a newer and award-winning golf course. Correct. And you don't need to be a member to go and golf over there, or rather, you can buy a membership in Pradera without needing to live in the neighborhood.
Both have pickleball, both have like full country clubs. And what I will will say is, if you're not the biggest golfer, don't be concerned. Most of your golfers in Colorado are not good. It's more so that like Colorado, no disrespect if you're Colorado watching this and you're the good golfer, got it, no sweat. But what I'm getting at is everyone in Colorado, or not everyone, but a lot of folks in Colorado are just very active, and they're active all season, right? So when it comes to spring and summers and falls out here, it's beautiful outdoor weather. Like the skies that you guys will get out here are amazing. And golf tends to find the active people because you want to get out, you want to stay active, you want to have some fun. So don't be intimidated if you're not that great at golf, but maybe you want to take it up or you want to try it. There are plenty of folks that are not good at it, that are out having some fun, socializing, that you guys could have a great time with. All right, there you have it. The Timbers just on the backside of the Pinery, which is just on the backside of Parker, which is just maybe 40 minutes from Denver. Either way, you guys know the drill. That number popping up below. We are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And just as much as we love making these videos, we love those real estate needs. That number is still below. We are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to. But with that being said, stay tuned for next week and next weekend. We got some really cool stuff.
We do.
And it does warm up very soon. Colorado's very friendly.
We're almost there, man.
Either way, we're almost there. We got a real winter this year. The snow's melted. It's just cold. Either way, I'm gonna get this bald head back inside of that car and on to our showings. But you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys very soon.
We'll see you guys.
See you guys.